Is not over, and this case, despite the verdict coming down today, is probably going to drag through the legal system for months, if not years to come.
Tonight, Donald Trump is now the first president in American history to become a convicted felon, and many questions remain about what happens next. Our legal analysts say we're in uncharted territory.
All of the scenarios where if he were to become president and the case is still pending, those are all guesses. Anyone at this point who says they know what would happen would be guessing.
Trump's sentencing is set for July 11th, and a Class E felony in New York could provide up to 4 years in prison.
It's unlikely that putting him in prison is going to prevent somebody else from trying to commit this type of crime.
I think jail time for the former president is unlikely.
Legal experts say that's because it's Trump's first offense and no one was physically harmed here. Probation or home confinement are more likely, but when that sentence will be served is a different question.
The verdict and probably sentencing will be appealed and maybe stayed for a period of time.
It's likely that if a sentence is imposed and he's already been elected president, his legal team will make the argument that any sentence he should face should be stayed until the conclusion of his presidency, and there would be a million reasons why that would be a good idea for them to argue.
And national security being one of the main reasons there. Now, again, if Trump gets elected and tries to pardon himself while president, that's almost certainly an issue that would go to the Supreme Court, as would cases of states passing laws aiming to preclude convicted felons from appearing on presidential ballots.